Hi everyone, today I'm going to share with you one of my favorite recipes, which is a Granny Smith apple pie. It is simple. Come on in, take a look. I'm going to start by baking a deep dish crust in the oven for 10 minutes. Then I'll take it out, prepare the filling, and put the filling into the crust, and then bake the pie. That's at 350 for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to peel my apples. Now I'm going to slice the apples. All right, I have sliced the apples. I've turned my temperature to high just to get the burner warm enough. Then I'm going to reduce it to medium heat. Add 3/4 cup of sugar. And at this point, I'm going to reduce the heat to 6, which is about medium high. And I'm going to stir the apples and coat them with the sugar. And I'm going to start adding my seasonings. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And stir the apples around. I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Two dashes of allspice. And stir. Now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. As you can see, the sugar is beginning to caramelize. The butter is beginning to melt. The seasonings are blended together, and it's giving a great aroma, a sweet aroma. So we're going to go ahead and add our flavorings. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 1/2 teaspoon of the lemon extract. And I've turned my temperature back up to high because I want the syrup to begin to thicken. And it's going to thicken even more when you add the crust is ready. Okay. I'm going to turn my oven back on 350. Add 2 tablespoons of flour and stir. And for right now, I'm just going to keep the temperature on high heat. And as you can see, once you add the flour, see that syrup? And it's going to continue to cook in the oven once you pour this filling into the crust and bake it for like 45 minutes on 350. Now, the apples have been cooking for about 10 minutes. I'm going to use a fork to check the tenderness of my apples. As I said, they've been cooking for 10 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and put them in the crust. Okay. You can push the apples down into the crust because you want to make sure that your top crust, the lattice that goes on top, fits on there nicely. So you remove the pie crust from the bag. Going to roll this out. I'm going to use a pizza cutter. You can use a knife, pizza cutter, whatever you got. And we're going to start by going down the middle. And we're going to create strips. And don't worry about perfection, because mine are not perfect. And we're going to start in the middle, and we're going to place the strip across the center and on the side. We're going to roll these two back and put that one there. Cut the edges off. Using a fork, I'm going to crimp the edges. Just press the crust, the top lattice, into the bottom crust as best you can. Line a baking sheet with foil. And place your pie on top of the baking sheet. Why? Because this pie most definitely will cook over. Baste the crust with the egg wash. It's going to make your crust golden brown. I'm going to place the pie in a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for 43 minutes until golden brown. Allow it to set and cool for at least 1 hour.